The freedom of a child in the mother's womb. Well, my description or my take is the child does have freedom because at that point in time, he or she has no expectations, responsibilities, and all the blame, hurt, and anything bad that would have come for the child, it would be taken by the mother, seeing that the child is still in the mother's womb. Women, wow, women. What kind of woman would I marry? In my case, I'd like to marry a woman that is very strong-willed. It would complement one another, and a go-getter. Yeah, that would be my kind of woman. Yeah. Obviously, I want to have, a couple of kids. I'm not sure how many though, but I don't want to have too many kids because it does become a bit problematic financially. But yeah, I'd like to have a big family. Yeah, hey, these days we're not using the razor anymore. It's it's a lot better, manje. You can't cut yourself, and obviously, I should go to a barber and support, local business. But hey, no, taganyiwa la malanga. If ngizothola umfazi engimfunayo. Swimming, sure. That's till today, when I talk about swimming, I kind of get goosebumps, more especially how I started. And just the preparations of swimming on its own, it's quite, challenging. And people just never seem to understand how challenging it is. Basically, it's never really the physical part that is more challenging, but more of mental. You have to be mentally prepared. You have to, a lot of swimmers can psych you up, and normally that comes when you're standing with your competitors, or in fact not even standing with your competitors, but just seeing them there, seeing their physique and understanding swimming. You must know that mostly when someone has a really good physique, it just means they've trained really hard. That's pretty much the only sport I was able to judge, how good someone is, just by the way they look. It's rare, extremely rare, to find someone who's a really, really good swimmer and really quick at that to become, kind of round, fat or overweight. I'm not saying if you're overweight you can't swim, but in terms of competitive, you kind of don't want to be big. You want to be lean and just muscle, But I don't want to be too charming for the ladies in that, I still want to walk without these ladies flooding through, I can't look too good, so I'll leave some ugliness. Yep, we're good. Yeah, we're good. My thoughts of why I was born like this. I honestly, as much as we say it's God's way of showing us the possibilities of thinking you are in an impossible situation, but also on a way of thinking in the eyes of the doctors. Some thought that it was a matter of my mom taking pills for her morning sicknesses back in the day. We don't know for sure. Pills were removed off the shelves because they then made the babies, for those mothers who were carrying and they were taking those pills, to come out with missing limbs, causing amputations in the development of limbs, and also eyesight, and also brain damages. So they took them off the shelves. But because I was born after that, years after that, they still reckon, some doctors, that because I was born in a rural area, so the medication from there, it could have taken longer for the information to reach them, and to actually get them, remove them off the shelves. Or maybe it could have been the fact that maybe a doctor prescribed the medication without realizing. There's so many speculations that my mother could have actually come across in taking those medications without realizing, but it's a speculation. We don't know for sure. The problem with cutting your own hair is that you have to go back and like do the unfinished bits, and of course it depends on the machine that you are using, how sharp it is. So yeah, that's the only treacherous part of it. But anyway, if you wanna look good, you gotta do it. It's not only women, Zandile Mhlanga is my mom. She's the one who gave birth to me, and she was helped by my grandmother to raise me. And I guess I can say I'm where I am because of the input she's had in my life, the support, and just the fact that she never gave up on me, and she kept on believing that I was still a child amongst other kids with this different ability. It just never seemed to become taboo to her and my grandmother. They still raised me up just like any other. Well, my upbringing, I don't know if I should say it was a difficult one or it was a great one. I think, but all in all, it had its challenges. As humans as we are, we tend to go through certain things. Some will find it difficult, but some will find it challenging, in a sense that it would make them overcome it with a different way, or have a different outlook of life. I had certain, if I may call it, encounters where parents of other kids, that would have been my neighbors and family friends, look at me weird, and in fact look at the whole family weird, like how is it possible that this child was born without arms? And into our families, the black families, it was almost taboo. It was, I can't really say it was unheard of, but I mean, the way it was treated, it was not nice at all. It was unwelcoming, to say the least. I think we often don't really understand as men, and obviously there's other women that have never really given birth, and some that have given birth and have never really felt the pain. I'm referring to other women. It's a matter of a life and death situation. There's a lot that goes on in the mother's mind. I think also the dad, to an extent where they start thinking, will my child survive? Will he come out stillborn or alive. How do I define light? Amongst other things, I define light as purity, as it's more of I've either arrived or I'm getting there. It's hope. Light is hope. Most of bad things are normally done in the dark. So you would think only the good things are done in the light. So you associate light with anything that's good. Home school. No. Actually, Limpopo. Limpopo is the first school I went to. I went to school in Limpopo. What am I saying? It's crazy. And it was called HANDPRINT. It was a school also for the physically disabled, and I never really liked it there. The environment wasn't really comfortable for me, and it was just one where I wasn't free and I wasn't really enjoying myself. And obviously, then I had to move to Hope School back in the 90s, and that is the school that I actually enjoyed the most. Obviously, that's where I started, doing sports, and the excelling in the sport was from Hope School, and I had really one of the best coaches there, and I think that's why I'm where I'm at today, because of Hope School, and them actually nurturing my talent to that extent. The Courageous Award that I got at the minimum mile, it was, I think getting it was it was a really good thing, but I really loved the preparations to getting it, and just the journey, of how it all happened. And I still remember it so vividly. It was swimming against so many people, and I had swum one of my best times, which was about, I think if I recall it, about 33 or something like that minutes, 33 minutes. And obviously if you take an hour or so, they then take you out of the water, you don't get to finish. So I swam about 33 minutes, which was really quick. And after that, as I swam out, my friend, Hendrik van der Merwe was with me. He's a paraplegic, he can't walk, he uses a wheelchair. And we were swimming right next to each other as to the finish line. And then as I walked out, he was also right next to me. And he called me like, "Hey, Sibs, listen, man, can you help me?" I was like, "Cool." And remember, we just swam 1.6 kilometers, me just using my legs and him just using his arms. And I had to lift him. He had to go on my back. I lifted him up so that we can, I can put him on his wheelchair, which was on the far end. You have to still walk out of the water onto the hard surface, up on a little bit of a steep hill, and then put him on his wheelchair. Given how tired I was still able to carry him. He wasn't light, but yeah, I think more than anything, that's the best part about it.
Each and every time I lay my head on my pillow, tears fall down from my eyes. I feel the pain deep from my heart. I see no future of my peers. I see no success. Teenagers become mothers and fathers. The school is left at the age of 16. They turn into mature. What's really happening?
Yeah, the type of music I listen to, the songs, that would be like jazz fusion, hip hop, R&B, and I basically listen to all type of genres, and as long as the song is good, I listen to it. Well, house, kwaito, I just love melodies and the mixture of everything put together. And I guess the songs that have kind of helped me through tough times, it's quite a few actually. That guy, each and every song had a message. It's almost like whatever I was going through at that moment, if I listened to a Phil Collins album, I could literally basically hear myself in it. Whatever I was saying, it was almost like I'm there. think, my community stabbed me in the back? Yes and no. Really, for the simple reason being, the most hardest thing is you grow up around a family, a group, where when they say a child is raised by a village, that's practically what our community is. And the fact that most of the residents in our community decided, that because Usbu was born like this, we should get our kids away from him. And that's why I'm saying yes. I feel that that's the yes part into my answer. They decided. It was a choice, right? It was a choice that we're not going to let our kids play with him because we feel it is wrong, and we feel that our kids, if they touch him, it's whatever he has is contagious. Basically comes from the fact that people are not educated.
Look forward to your future. Your parents balibeletse wena gore tlo ba direle se sengwe mo bophelong, but all you do is smoking happily, impressed by its flames. O ska phela bophelo ba motho o mongwe. Be proud of yourself. Don't cheat for yourself. Mama go le papa we ba le proud ka wena, mara no ga ba sa le motlotlo anymore. Be o re ga o tsena mama a smile.
Can't take time back, It is what it is. You grow up and this is what it is. This is the life that we're living, and you grow up, you realize the decisions and the responsibilities you have. That's my community. Sure. My mom, people like, seeing me is like, where's his mom? I don't get it. I really, really don't get it. Why, honestly, why do you want to see my mom? Why? What for? The most that I've come across, you want to see my mom because you want to feel sorry for her or how strong she is. She's raised me just like any kid. I just don't get why people want to feel sorry for my mom, and some normally say, we wanna show her how proud we are. Why? I'm just a kid. I'm just human, just like anybody else. Why is she supposed to then get special attention just because I don't have arms? I think I would have been a bit better in terms of love and being able to communicate well with my community. I'm not saying I communicate better right now, but there's still a gap because I spend a lot of my years not being around them, going to school a bit far from them. And if they all stood up together, chances are I would have been able to go to school close by. And I think they would have understood this disability a lot more different as opposed to now. I do feel separated from my community. All the judgments, all the judgments, stereotypical, all the cussing at me, it was, I guess, as you grow up, being a kid and you don't really understand what's happening, you get to a point where you start then wanting to ask questions like, why umamaga's bani, knows bani, why bakuluma so, why are they saying such? But what gets to me more than anything, it's a choice was taken. A choice was made to do this rather than why. You see, I think going back to as a kid, I would now be a bit okay understanding how it happened if it was more of why is it like this, then vele, this is how it is, no one is questioning.
Stop sign, turn left. Enjoy the ride.
Enjoy the drive. Driving around Johannesburg.
This is Sibusiso. I can see some of you look very sad. You're feeling sorry for him.
As young as you are, you will grow up to realize that life has so many challenges. We all come from different backgrounds. I come from my own background, a poor background, but I'm able to change my life going forward. Kuba kwami physically challenged, ngabe netandla physically. Ingqondo yami isebenza 100%. Anything you put your mind to, it's possible. Never ever say something is impossible. It is impossible only because you are lazy, you don't want to achieve. Then anything becomes impossible. But if you are willing to go for something, nothing is impossible. And most of you chances you want that car right there and then. Some of you won't even mind doing something illegal just to get that car. Today, no one is willing to put in the time. I never got that car waking up yesterday and today, this morning I got the car. No, there's no way. I had to work hard. All these years that I put into my craft, into my thinking, into my ideas, into chasing my goals. But we want the easy way out. Do you know the people that want the easy way out, what we call them? We call them lazy. How do you write an exam on an empty stomach? How do you expect someone like myself to stand in front of you and actually talk motivation to you? Right now, when I don't even know that some of you guys are probably going back home and you have no food to eat. So if now I have to complain about not having hands, honestly guys, this is a question to you. I don't have hands, and yet I'm telling you guys that's got hands who can do literally anything they want. But what are you doing? That's my question. What are you doing? Dream big. Work at it. Persistence. Never give up. Why are you giving up?
Okay, I've got a t-shirt for you. The reason why I've designed this is because of you motivate.
Wow.
I've decided to do men's wear because frequently I focus on females' wear. I've never done a male garment, so you're the first one to wear it.
But honestly though, I gotta say this, thank you so much. The fact that you put in so much time in creating this masterpiece for me.
How are you? I'm good, thank you. My name is Simpiwe. Simpiwe, the interpreter is Tuli. She'll be the interpreter for the day. She's going to interpret for everyone for the whole day.
Awesome, nice to meet you, Tuli.
Man, it's a pleasure. Welcome to EDEF.
Thank you, and my name is Sibusiso.
Oh, yes. Okay. Hey. Okay, I want you to meet my boss first. Her name is Nasreen. Okay, I've got two bosses. Okay. One is JC and one is Nasreen. Let me come meet you. Perfect. And maybe she'll explain to you exactly what you want for the day.
All right. Okay. Another thing I wanted to ask is the challenges as deaf people that you face socially, going to movies, for example, myself as physically disabled, when I go to the shop, it does become difficult to get something at the higher shelf. So I just want to know, in your in your case, what would be the challenges that you would face on a daily basis,
Okay. So with deaf challenges, I see many times, especially, when they go to the shops, when they go to the bank, that's okay. Even with the hospital, the police is a headache. Lots of barriers with the police service. For example, when they get raped, when they get mugged, car accident, how do they report that that is the worst incident, that is the worst experience ever? Okay, when you go to the shop, man, it's okay. Like a normal hearing person, that's fine. You can see what you want. The name is there, the brand is there. Take what you want and buy it. Clothes, the same as well. Take what you like, the size. Especially, you know, deaf people know how to open a bank account, so that's okay. Yeah, I was with my team in the World IPC, you know, championships in 2006. Yes, and we were in the same team, you know, and it says, yo, wow, only black person in the team. It's like, please, man, it's the only deaf person in the team.
And it's actually good to see you tagged. Damn, you look good, even though you've got a bit of
Yeah, I'm an old man now, man. I'm not young anymore.
All right, here we go.
I'm talking kingpin, play my cards by the chest. You don't know my next move. I'm tryna slay low key, grandmaster on the board. You don't know my next move. I'm about to take your green on me, claiming that you be running PTA. I'm the one who runs things. Influential to the game like I pull stunts. They say I'm insane, man. It's crazy I don't take meds. Call me a rookie boy, I've been it like an OG. OGs, you thinking you can get on my level, G? Look at me, G-style, raw, feeling brand new. All my flubber come back, please don't kill me. Mean with the swag, you ain't getting your girl back. Nah, dog, she told me you a fraud and a scumbag. I wanna be like Mayweather when I hit them all. Pockets on etc. Need a backpack for extra dog. I ain't buying the dreams that you selling. Fuck your catalog. Cooking up these records, trying to make classics that last a decade. See, I don't follow trends. They always reach a dead end. It's suicide. Put my phone on flight mode. Engage with the jets. Feel good on my grind mode. Don't waste my time, dog. Pull up to the scene looking like a young king.